guys are really exciting to see them on board and coming through. And then we've got, of course, Kaka, the experienced one. Ollie and JT going to be on that IG team as well. Meanwhile, LGD, they're having a bit of a mix-up this time, aren't they? They're changing their roles around a little bit. They've got Chalice playing in the carry position and Old 11 in the off lane, which they've borrowed on loan. Meanwhile, everything else is the same. Somnus in the mid, FY and Nova still in their support positions, respectively. So, I think we've got a draft. We really have a draft in our hand. Goodness gracious, we are steaming ahead on this one. Teacup, do you want to take us through what we've gotten so far?
Yeah, sure. So obviously, PSG coming with first pick, going for the Mars, flexible hero. We've said it so many times. Obviously, being played mid and off lane. And then yeah, IG going for the classic Earthshaker Morphling. Is it that good anymore? It's probably kind of lost a little bit of its kind of flair, but it's still a solid combo.
When you look at the bans as well, you see that PSG.LGD did ban out that Ancient Apparition as their fourth ban, and because of that they messed themselves up a little bit. At least it looks like that, because IG, they instantly stole the Morphling. Yep. Then you, as PSG.LGD, because you banned out that Ancient, you now have to ban a Huskar, as well as Invictus Gaming have a Dazzle, and these like this one ban from PSG.LGD, it looks like it did more harm to them than good, right? Because they just put themselves in a rough spot from which they have to get out now.
And this is the effect as well. Because you only have one ban in the second phase, this Dazzle in the coming in on the second pick, you're now like, okay, they might pick a Huskar.
Yeah.
We can't deal with this with our opening of Void Spirit Chen, so now they're forced to ban this kind of cheesier hero, and they're already putting themselves in an awkward position. I was actually looking at Chalice's games before we got onto this onto the panel, just to see what type of carries he was playing. And his last 15 games, he played like 13 different carries, and all of them had like really aggressive tempo. And one of them was actually Void Spirit he played. So there is potential that we might see
a carry Void Spirit.
Maybe. I've seen it in pubs, but I think you have, when you look at this team, you have Chalice moving from offlane to carry. You've now got Old 11, who is an absolute god tier offlaner, really active, likes his like Bats, Centaurs, Beastmasters, all these type of heroes, and obviously again Mars as well. So you have this option to have both your side lanes being super active playmaking heroes, enabling your mid lane.
Yeah, and your mid lane can be the win condition. Somnus can definitely do that.
And he is a win condition player. Yeah. He likes to play his TAs. Sometimes also he dips more towards his active heroes, so Storm, Ember, Quops, these heroes. But with this team and how they're forming their players, he might drift towards the win condition.
He's a complete player, and that's all what you need from one guy. It's can he adapt to be the playmaker and the win condition at the same time, and he definitely can. Yeah. And that's, I mean, I've seen so many teams lose because they don't have that player. They don't have a player that can adapt to what they need at that point. You have these playmakers and you have these win condition players, right? And if a team can't really adapt to the situation, they just get in a rough spot in which you need the playmaker to be your carry, but he cannot adapt, cannot do that. I don't think they're going to have those problems at least, but we'll see. Void Spirit can still be their midder.
This is a really nice ban though, coming out from PSG, the Kunkka. When you look at this IG draft, you've got this Earthshaker who's like quite a defensive hero, and once he gets Blink, then he can initiate. But they don't have any real kind of continuous down or catch.
Oh, that's your win condition right there.
Alrighty.
Also explains the Kunkka ban quite a lot, because Spectre does not want to play against Kunkka.
It also completes this IG draft for sure. And then, but PSG, okay, this was one of the 15 heroes he hasn't actually played in his last pub, so Chalice is going to play for Spectre, completely breaks down everything we just said, and it's
completely not the playmaking type.
No, but it's still,
look, there's still that urn build on Spectre, and just fight constantly. Probably not going to happen.
We might even see a Necro one. We had that discussion yesterday. It could be good.
We have seen Ember Spirit Necros yesterday, so you know anything can happen.
Okay, can we agree quickly? We will never talk about Necros again, actually, just for our careers. But it's Chinese Dota. What's better than a DP in China? Come on.
Yeah, that's true. For IG, it looks great. This DP looks like it completely rounds up their draft. You have Morphling, your hard carry, you have that Prophet that's going to enable him, that's going to be running around with Dazzle and Shaker, that's going to be pressuring the towers, and they have to do that because you are playing versus a Spectre. But if you aren't pressuring them early on, you will fail later.
But you know, this pick though, the concerning factor is simply they needed a hero to allow them to move towards objectives and to play behind. So DP is that hero. But then when you have this Spectre, and as soon as he haunts, Grimstroke instantly dead. Dazzle will probably have to defensively grave, unless maybe he's got a Glimmer Cape or something. It's going to be so hard for them to actually keep this backline alive, simply because you've got Void Spirit and Spectre in the same draft. And cool, great, you've got this DP. It's a nice pick, but I feel this draft is so scary coming out from PSG.
What's the combo with Grimstroke there? What did they have? Do they have any big combos?
Maybe the double shotgun on Morphling.
Well, that's pretty
I think it was, yeah, like, I think the way that Grimstroke's picked, it doesn't need to have that insane Soulbind combo, but it can still just push out waves, and it has good team fight. Think about the Soulbind slow. You don't always have to have...
And you can pressure Spectre quite heavily in the laning stage,
exactly.
at least. So if you keep the Spectre under-farmed, then when she pops that ulti, perhaps she won't be able to deal with the Dazzle with, let's say, a mech. And he will save the Death Prophet if you play as 5 super early on.
Oh, yes, before the Spectre gets his
Before
items,
the Spectre comes online, you can definitely take the game.
Guys, I think emo DP is really scary as well, and I think you know that this is a hero they love playing around. This is a hero they're good at playing around, and I think this is going to be a very strong performance here from IG. But of course, you know, easy to say with recent times. I do think LGD have a lot going for them. I definitely don't think their draft is bad by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll see what they can pull out. So predictions, both you guys. What are you going for?
I want to see PSG do well. I want to see this. I really like the move of off-lane to carry. I think that's a natural move that some players could be making, and I think the draft just looks so good.
It looks good, right?
It looks
with
nice,
the Chen, with the Spectre, you like it all?
They have that early game, the pressure, that late. They've literally taken quite a lot of boxes, and they're not playing into any cheese. So maybe
I thought that they messed up their draft with that ancient apparition ban, but I have to agree, their lineup does look pretty good.
You kind of offer the Morphling on the platter, right? They take it, and then it's like, cool, nice. Now you've forced it.
It looks like they have a plan.
Yep. Absolutely agree. Alrighty then. Well, that is our predictions, and I think I'm going to go for, IG. I can't really change my mind. So, we are going to have a conversation with our two casters, which you might have seen popping up a little bit of a spoiler, but it is going to be Trent and Lacoste taking us through this game. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Hi there. Doing fantastic.
Hello. Brilliant, brilliant. Wow, this is next generation. So, you guys doing well, holding up at home?
Oh, locked indoors with me and my two boys. It's it's kind of a nightmare, but also super fun at the same time. But yeah.
Congratulations,
for me, it's a
Trent, once again.
lifestyle that I've been living for the past 20 years, so I don't see any changes.
Brilliant. All right, do you have anything to say to our two casting duo? Wish them luck, maybe?
No, yeah. You're good at casting, lads. It's not your first time. Good luck with your 1,000th cast, guys. I hope you do well.
Alrighty, guys.
So inspired.
We'll do our best.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a lot of fun. We're going to send it over to you. Enjoy.
Thank you. Well, Lacoste, welcome to LGD versus IG. We got some fun drafts here. I know we were kind of hoping, this Dazzle, got this Aghanims. I had certain hopes. I don't know about you.
I was hoping it's going to be Carry Dazzle with the new Aghanim Scepter upgrade, but it's not happening. It seems like it's going to be Necro Rush from Dazzle. It's kind of a standard. I see more and more Necronomicons being picked up by other in pubs. Spectre picking up Necronomicon. I'm wondering if that's going to be the case. Yeah, she also queued up one instantly.
All right, but it's the item. It's finally the time has come. This was like my go-to item whenever I'm winning a game. I always try and inflate the win rate of Necro to make it seem better by buying it when I'm about to win a game. So finally, all of that has done nothing, and Ice Frog decided it really does need a lot of help. So appreciate that there. But we got combos in this draft. We have the Morph, we have the Shaker, and then we got the Dark Willow and the Mars here. Which one of these duos is like the better draft win?
I'd say Morph and Earthshaker are still better. They don't have any kind of save on LGD besides Chen with mech and heal. I mean, it's global, so you can help out, but then any kind of save against the Spectre, against the... on the Spectre against the Morphling with the shotgun, double shotgun will be extremely effective once they get it. Oh, well, if they get it.
Yeah, as you said, that is the Morph Shaker, very good combo for the whole game, but when it comes to laning combos, this one is pretty annoying and hard to beat, the Dark Willow and the Mars. I remember when he first dropped, this was a constant dual lane that you'd see in pubs.
It's easy to execute. You have Shadow Realm and Bramble Maze, so if they are caught inside Bramble, you have a kind of guaranteed spear as well. Ollie, he can't do much in this lane. He's a Grimstroke position 5, so he can only try to harass Morphling, not strong at early levels. He's still saving a point. Adaptive Strike. We see more and more people just going for straight up max waveform instead of going for that Adaptive Strike build.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a tough one because like, you can't commit for a kill because you have to worry about the spear, you have to worry about the Shadow Realm, and what are you gonna do? Like Inkswell morph and have him dive in? Probably not gonna work that well. So, just doing his best to harass out FY.
How's our mid lane doing? That prompt. I'm kind of happy to see this particular hero coming back into the scene. Also received a buff that is pretty huge, I would say. The extra movement speed on, and that's 20%. And you usually buy those early items that give you move speed, like you get either phase boots, you get extra windlace, Yule Scepter also grants movement speed, so that's going to be amplified.
Yeah, they kind of took the buff that Medusa got and basically did the same thing, right? Like applied this big speed bonus to the ultimate just to see if it could really like help out those like level 6 kind of like tempoed movements going on. But top lane under the tower, I see X-Nova's already bullied out here, and Kak and JT just like continuing their harassment here. I think Kaka's gonna have a pretty good time. He's already got his boots. I envision a nice game for him, having to worry about this constantly for our Ember Spirit player, or sorry, our Void Spirit player.
It's easy to have boots if you buy them straight away, you know? Like, wow, this guy's so farmed.
It's a good life these days as the Earthshaker. Now that we're allowed to buy our boots at the very beginning of the game again. I think he's got a pretty good chance here, though. Rotation in the mid lane. Two charges on the Spirit Siphon, but yeah, Mew not having any of that.
Wrong way.
Behind too.
Wrong way.
That is definitely the wrong way.
Okay, he got 1 point in the Simulate. Just got level 5, so that's gonna keep him alive.
Damn, that was pretty smart that he stayed in XP range right there. Oh, and now the rotation from FY as well. Emo turned back around on here. Little bit more damage, the last hit from FY, but again, I'll level up the stats, dude. The level up stats. Surviving for Emo. Jeez, okay.
Now,
level 5 coming in clutch here.
We didn't talk about LGD players. They swapped the lanes. I mean, they swapped the players. Chalice is now playing carry instead of offlane. And we have old 11, young 11 playing the offlane, one of my favorite players. Like, you don't know what can happen and what will happen in the game when he's playing. He's the best and the worst player in the game.
Yeah, that's kind of his legendary role in our league here. This has been a bloodbath. It was like the slowest death that I didn't even feel like talking about, because it's just like, well, he's gonna die, and then slowly over time the Death Robin dies for the kill on the Void, and then FY ends up getting a courier there too. Inkswell gonna miss Ollie. You got 6 seconds for a spear. I think you're all right. He's gonna back himself away, and Old 11 just goes right back to it. Yeah, he I don't know. I can just remember so many lands at this time.
Unbelievable.
Like, he's so good. And then I have seen him completely win games and completely throw games, probably more than like any other player.
I don't know. I would call him a magician. And for my next trick, I'm gonna turn this free win into a very throwable game.
It's the puck. Whenever I get the old 11 puck, I'm so excited for a game of Dota. But we'll see if the Myers can live up to his hype here. So 6 minutes, everyone's battling over the top rune, and it looks like in true fashion it'll just spawn on the other side of the river. So now Kak, after all that, takes some damage, and FY now on a killing spree here. Those sprees, they're big money now. Yeah, you got to be careful who you hand these things over to. Talk
You're
about
correct.
Changes to the gold, man. That thing is... It's wild, dude.
If you had to explain to viewers who are probably bad at math, I am as well, but if you had to explain them in the easiest way possible what happened with the gold change, how would you say it?
Probably the big thing is that it doesn't have anything to do with how rich one team is compared to the other anymore. That was like the huge change. Now it's purely about like how much gold that hero has, and that's not as relevant as it was before, but the big thing is that like the streaks are worth a lot more. So if you see some guy, you got to put the target on his head and go for the kill. That's the big change.
Just don't be godlike. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, start feeding a little bit, you know. Don't get out of control. Don't get full of yourself. Go find some position 5 and just feed yourself to him in the jungle or something. That's solid tactical advice here from the knowledgeable
expert
voices.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Teams. Yeah. Well, it's you've seen how I play. It's generally my normal style, so. What's the end goal here with this this Necro Spectre? So basically, I just want to haunt on people, drop my little buddies, and go crazy.
Oh, it gives a good amount of stats. Also, farming potential is there. Kaka with the move. Let's see, another stun. Will it be enough? Not really.
No, not even close. And when it comes to heroes that are good at rotating, Void Spirit definitely one of them. Going to pick up an easy double kill. And he would not mind another. Emo, talking about wrong way. Now he's getting a little greedy here. Still got plenty of Spirit Siphons, so not a major concern. And Kaka even here with a backup Fisher just in case. But yeah, okay. It's going to get out. They had a ward too. They were definitely ready to keep chasing.
Not sure what that gang was on Spectre. I mean, she was sitting at 1000 HP. Pretty hard kill to get. I mean, if they hit her like 20 more times, she would probably die. Don't get me wrong.
I thought this would go a little bit better for this top lane. Like I kind of envisioned the bullying starting to work out here, and then Kaka gets some free space, but that's not what's happening. And well, the bullying is continuing in the mid lane. They're gonna try and punish X Nova for this, but there's just too much help nearby.
Nice.
Okay, whoa. Yeah, they're going for the exorcism too. See if they can pick up a double here, but the Shadow Realm's going to help him escape. And then, yeah, diving right through. Void Spirit grabs one, and, well, we want streaks, baby. And now FY, who's getting the streak here?
Why do you seek the shadow?
I'd say Void Spirit.
Yeah. I think he's getting it. Dominate.
Sadly for that Prophet, Shard Golems, the Mud Golem got split in a fight, so 2 Shard Golems with 2 extra stuns didn't allow her to use another Spirit Siphon.
You know that fight that happens in your pub at like 10 minutes and you kind of feel like the game's over? That's how that one
That's
at least
it.
feels. You know, like if you're IG...
This is where you start pinging.
Yeah.
It's someone else's fault. Where are you? Why is your TP on cooldown?
You're pinging the DP ulti. That's definitely what's happening right now. Exorcism on cooldown, 90 seconds, question mark?
And tier 1 tower still standing.
Oh yeah, you gotta give that a couple pings too. Then you ping the HP bar just to really emphasize. Enemy tier 1 tower, 80% HP.
And you ping your own buyback, which means that if you die, you're gonna buy back. You have that money.
You haven't picked up that many languages in Dota, but that is certainly a language all its own. The feeder mentality. Illusion Rune here also changed up a little, but just gonna pop it right away here with his Iron Talon. Emo getting to work. Gotta go hit up some Ancients now. I haven't seen that yet. Not sure if you can really make a cross-map use of it, unfortunately, but still kind of cool that you can target Ancients with your Iron Talon, if you guys didn't catch that change.
That's a big one. Like, Iron Talon was pretty garbage as an item, received a buff in the previous patch, and in the latest one, now that it works on Ancient, could be a decent item. You talked about Illusion. That's pretty cool change, considering how shitty Illusion Rune was.
Yeah.
So now you have a Dispel, and you can confuse enemies with it.
FY's trying to pop the smoke, and then Shadow Realm right away. So he knows that they went north, because he saw them smoke under that ward. Oh, they even scanned too. But 100% Chalice knows this is coming. His off laner... Oh, my goodness. Well, okay, he's still going to just feed his courier. But they have to be ready for this rotation.
Nice gank. Once again on Spectre.
And they're going to turn the tables, put it right to the mid lane, and head in onto Flyfly here. And oh, the zip forward there from the Void Spirit. Flyfly still trying to get out of here. Nice more. Get the Void Spirit himself, but once more hopping away there. Another taunt coming out too. The slowdown from the Grimstroke. Old Levin's here. He's got the arena.
Arena's ready.
Oh, get for it. No, he knows there's not enough damage. He wants it, but he can't do it without FY over there. He didn't like rotate over with the Bedlam or anything. And even then, a level 1 Bedlam isn't very good versus 4 heroes. Play it safe. Back away. And pretty even exchange, I guess, in the end, right? They basically both went for big dives on the enemy positional. Everyone got away.
Once again, they're trying to get a kill on Spectre. They can't lock her down. She will get the ulti eventually. Like,
Yeah,
look at her HP. 17 wand charges. Necronomicon gives her 10 strength.
Hand of God. Yeah, she
Hand of God was not even
down.
used.
No.
Yeah.
Well, if Death Prophet can't get it done, Flyfly's going to try with the deity on the Morphling here. A casual 280 damage pumping into this tower. F5 put the threat down with the Brambles. Oh, they'll hit the spear. He's stunned. But the saving Fisher now locked out. A silence as well in old 11, but he still has Arena, so they just got to make sure they get the lockdown here, and there's not enough damage. The Echo Slam as well. Hand of God there, but it's not enough. Arena not going to come out. Now Chalice coming through, but they're holding strong. Nice little 5-man unit here in front of the tower from IG, and they can't get the deny either. I believe the Necro managed to finish that off right under their noses.
Necronomicon just too strong of an item.
Finally having its day here. It's well, speaking of which, it's going to be taken down here from Fly. Wants a little bit more gold. Can't get the damage. Oh yeah, get that deny, Chalice. I think it's so much time alive. Don't kill him, dude. It's good. Keep
so
tier
going. 1 tower, that Prophet Alta was not used because double damage was still up and running on that Morphling. Thank you, Ice Frog. I can't believe it's still there, you know, double damage, working on Roche, working on buildings. They should just lower it by 50%.
Everyone thinks it's going to be that change, you know, because we always get that game where it happens, where it's like, oh, they only got Roche because this DD, but, you know, at this point, it's so ingrained in Dota. But you're down to just cut it. You're out.
I am. Yeah, okay. 50% straight up. We still didn't see a combo from Dark Willow and Mars.
Yeah, they haven't actually. Have they even dropped the arena yet?
No.
I don't think so. At least if they did, we didn't see it, which is very possible.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why we didn't see it, huh?
Yeah, it's very likely. Oh, now
here it is.
JT. All right, how many stuns we got here? I think we got plenty. JT just gonna give it up, and we'll fall to the 3 hero and an army of Chen gank.
I like how 11 pinged the illusion rune. Guys that didn't read the change log, what does it do? I know it's something good, but I forgot. Someone else needs to pick it up.
Yeah,
I just want to give it the Spectre.
It would be kind of crazy if we still had the double runes later on, so that like bottle was more valuable as well. But we've lost the double rune, which means it's kind of okay to keep buffing these runes. I think maybe not DD though. FY getting lots of solo time down here, looking towards the Spirit Vessel versus a Morphling and a Death Prophet. Plenty of value here. Any dispels?
Not yet. I mean, Death Prophet's building into Yule Scepter. Morphling has a shotgun queued up.
Yeah.
It's going to be super efficient once she gets it.
And it's not even a good Lotus game other than the Dispel. That's always kind of annoying. Like if you're the Dazzle and you're like thinking, okay, maybe my next item's Lotus or something, but then you look around and you're like, oh, geez. It's kind of rough. But probably going to have to get something.
This should be a free tower for them. A lot of Chen creeps. They have Mech and Hand of God. That's a lot of damage mitigated. Earthshaker not close to his Blank Dagger. Still needs 1,000 gold.
Yeah, he did not get any solo time. It's been pretty busy this game. Like a lot of these team fights, or at least chasing around trying to force team fights to gank these position 1s. So a lot of TPs had to be used from Kaka as well. You know, those things are pricey now. He kept TPing at tier 1 towers and throwing out Fishers. It's an expensive habit to be into as a support player. Got to look out for yourself. Get that Blink Dagger.
Gotta say that did not expect this kind of change to happen. It's a huge amount of gold. It's almost double the price.
It feels like we're going backwards, man. Those TP used to be so expensive. Like when I started playing, which was obviously a lot later than you did, it was like 135 or something. And then just over time, it's just getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And it's felt so good. Like now it's basically, it was just an annoyance of like, oh, I forgot to buy a TP. Like it didn't actually matter.
You didn't actually have the money.
Yeah.
Should be the case now as well. Man, Spectre has 2,000 HP and Essence Ring. Like, she does not die.
No, another arena, but it's just a quick kill on Kaka trying to get some farm. And yeah, I mean, we were a little worried because like the save is somewhat easier with the Dazzle. But at this point, when you're so far ahead, now the save is way strong on LGD because it's just, there's like 0 chance that X-Nova doesn't get off at least the Hand of God, if not the mech as well. Unless he gets zapped down by Fly.
You don't have like a real kind of save, but the Chen with global presence should do it, and Spectre just got the huge amount of farm, which means that she is tanky. So, and there's no real burst damage unless Morphling gets that Ethereal Blade, which will he have in Tower.
Burst! Emo! He's just evaporating here. His HP flying out. Okay, there's a little bit of heals though from JT. Trying to help out. Now the Grave as well. Oh, he finally goes for the exorcism. I don't know, dude. Oh, he already used. He's trying to survive.
He's still alive.
Miles is out. He's living. He's stunned up too. The damage back. Now the Echo Slam from Kaka. Give this man some gold. He needs a Blink Dagger. Invest. Buy Earthshaker. Old 11 going to fall. I can't believe, dude. He waited so long to pop that exorcism. I thought it was going to be a waste, but the team backing him up.
Well, you can say that IG played well, or there was some kind of a misplay from LGD. Either you can blame it on a spear, or you can blame it on the missed terrorize. So they did not get the kill. Straight into Roche Pit. I don't think they can take a fight. Double damage Spectre, no haunt for a minute and a half. Like, if they start running, they might get there. Hurry up.
I saw the terrorize AoE, I actually, like, for a second I thought it was IG, so I was like, oh, that's not good. It's like, it looked like a radiant terrorize, but yeah, they're gonna try to interrupt this. They throw in the dagger, get some vision. Chalice holding that DD, trying to look scary, but they can't really get past the wall of the Earthshaker. The Tornado coming through. Twister Alley here. As IG will retreat to the high ground. Chalice continuing to just try and look scary, but they're not buying it on the side of IG. Holding their ground here. 11 also has the arena. I don't know, they want to fight with
He's blocked. Nice Fisher.
Yeah, there's still Greaves here as well. These are some tanky heroes on the Radiant. They're going to get popped out here, but now jumping in. It is the Void Spirit, and he's slashing through him, cutting down the damage. Down the arena, will fall down. Xnova pumping them up, trying to keep them healed. But this is still a Morphling with an Aegis. They've dropped 2, they've lost 3 heroes, so they are just completely ignoring Flyfly. Definitely looks like the right play. Diving past these 2 big heroes on the front line. And they still want Emo. Oh, actually tried to go for the Aegis, it looked like, for a second there. But yeah, the 2 big cores will escape from the side of IG, and LGD just kind of pick them apart. As you said, classic 11, just chucks in the body. But it worked out in the end for his team.
Yeah, he's so tanky, but nice Fisher block keeping him alive. Luckily for them, they had this other entrance, so they could get inside of the fight. Also, nice dodge once again from Void Spirit with the Yule Scepter. E-Blade just got delivered on Morphling, tried to surprise him with it, but Void Spirit was way too quick.
Yeah, and now looks like they're just trying to do the same thing, running at them with his E-Blade, hoping to find someone farming in this jungle, taking outpost here. And a ward from Xnova will catch them out. Oh, and Kaka. I mean, it's ambitious to have 2 Blink Daggers queued up, my friend. You still haven't got the first one. We'll see. Back to hitting some small camps.
He needs a lane for himself. Like, this is what you need to do when you're playing a position 4. Earthshaker.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not bottom or something.
Yeah, bottom, exactly.
I think he thinks he's just gonna die to Mew on the Void Spirit. That's my only assumption. He just thinks, like, I'm just gonna, like, picked off for free, because he's only been hitting neutrals. Like, he definitely needs some time on a lane. I agree that maybe it's a little bit dangerous now, but certainly there were some windows where I saw him just, like, hitting the lowest value neutral creeps instead of a lane.
Now the threat of a double shotgun. That's gonna be huge. Also, they got Morphling, Tome of Knowledge. They want to get him to level 15.
Yeah, just in time. Gets the 40 attack speed. And they're just kind of poking here, examining the situation with the Chen creeps. But they're behind. It looks like IG kind of know it, so they really want to get something done with this Aegis. Start zoning in onto Old 11. Gonna toss in the air, trying to isolate him from the team. Fisher on the fall down, but there it is. Mew in the back lines. Hobson resonating around there, but there's the blow up. Old 11 done again. They're gonna finish off the Grimstroke though, chasing with the Siphons on the Chalice, but there's nothing really locking him down, so free roam for the Spectre. Just able to take their kill and get out, but they've lost the bigger hero here. Now the Morph from Flyfly into the Mars of Old 11. Not going to find a spear though, but still hunting. Has another waveform in 1, and likely feeling free to dive with 2 minutes left on the Aegis, but maybe thinking they can have one more attempt at a tower instead of going for like a dive kill here. FY. Bramble's going to catch out. They still have Fisher. They have the Echo Slam here, and I see the Blink Dagger is purchased from Kaka. It's flying, so if you can delay long enough...
Void Spirit is making him busy.
For him, dude. He knows. Flyfly gonna get the waveform TP out with the Spirit Vessel on him, and there it is.
The Blink reveal.
Yeah. Well, you know, surviving a definite death isn't the worst way to reveal a Blink.
Yeah. Well, I think this is fine for LGD. They delayed the push. They only lost the tier 2 tower. Aegis will be gone in the next minute, and this is where they want to fight. It was also fight with the Exorcism. Spectre still needs another item. Just finished her Manta style, building into
mid lane, the reveal! The Echo Slam on the Mew. They need the follow-up damage, and there it is.
Second reveal.
Yeah, boom. Well, that one double counts, though, because it was out of smoke. So it was like the second reveal out of reveal, you know. Oh, speaking of which, 11 also smoked up in behind here. He's looking for the angles. Really looking, and he's going to kill the
Nice.
Nice. Oh, there's a ward too, though. They know which way he's going. Get him, guys.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, he's still just walking. He does not have mobility. He's got a TP.
Do you want to use 90 gold item to keep yourself alive?
Let me check my death costs here. Ah, yeah, I guess it is worth it. Okay. Serious question for the support players these days, but Emo heading in towards the BKB. Let's try and go for that high ground push here. You know, holding the gold lead for a very long time here in LGD, but IG holding strong. I feel like our Void Spirit here hasn't like popped off the way I had expected considering his start. He's had good team fights for sure, but I don't know. I kind of thought he was going to run this game over.
He's 5-3-7. Would you expect him to be 10?
Well, look at FY. Yeah, I did expect him to be 10-0-10. His Earthshaker has had like no item for 20 minutes. I feel like he had a pretty free game. And yeah, I expect a lot. You know, I play with OD Pixel, and that guy, you know, he'd be 10-0-10. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I played with OD Pixel, like his item builds are something that I've never seen before.
Well, you know, that's where OG gets a lot of their inspiration. Whenever you see OG do something and you're like, what are they doing?
Owen did it.
Yeah.
Owen did it before. Once Morphling gets that BKB, there is nothing that goes through BKB, so Morphling should have a free time.
Yeah, both of those big cores. Very worrisome situation if you're on the side of LGD. And, I mean, Chalice will have his Diffusal Blade at that point, but of course that's, you know, not an ideal counter item to a BKB. Clearly a very good item for a Spectre in general, but not going to get to really, like, bully people with it right away like you like to.
It's a pretty late Diffusal Blade.
Yeah. Kind of natural, I guess, with our change to the Necro first. Even though it, like, kind of acts as a Midas for some heroes, and you can, like, farm up really fast by spamming it out. It's not going to be enough for a Spectre.
Hey, I think we can call Necro a new Midas.
It's better than Midas, that's for sure.
Thank God, man. I hated that Midas meta.
Well, what, you didn't like 8-hero Midas? I remember it started with like 2 people buying it, and then slowly it just grew to everyone buying Midas on every hero. Good times. You know, shrines were a wonderful thing, guys. They're going to take down this tier 1 tower. Emo with the wraparound to help secure it. They're going to take the tier 2 tower as well. Ooh, ho, ho, the Titan Sliver for Chalice.
It's one of the strongest tier 3 items in my opinion, especially on the carries. Enchanted Quiver picked up by Old 11. Maybe he should give it to Dark Willow. There's a big synergy between Shadow Realm and that. Actually attack for 700 damage with it from like 1,000 range.
What do you think about this not taking the Titan Slip? Do you think Essence Ring is that much better just because you're Spectre? It kind of makes sense just because of the damage from Dispersion.
Essence Ring is also very valuable.
Yeah. Ooh, it's just hard to ever argue against Titan Sliver, but the big fear pushback here on Firefly and Emo. Chalice haunting on Akaka, putting the damage, watching out for the Chain Stun. Trying to force a bad Echo at Akaka here, but he's holding strong. He's not going to panic. Gonna make his way back. And okay, that was a little bit
maybe it's time to panic now.
We're gonna miss out on the Echo Slams. The arena comes through, the double BKBs. They have nothing to stop these two. And Chalice, the dispersion damage will bring down Kaka, but it's a worthy sacrifice as he takes out Chalice. And now hopping around is Mew on the Void Spirit. Gonna get the pullback there, but not enough damage to threaten Emo at all. Fly morphed into the Dark Willow here, and we'll have Brambles on Brambles.
No Spirit Vessel charges left.
No, not much threatening here, even without this BKB remaining. Old 11 getting hit with the E-Blade. Fly morph in the one way, morph in the other. And still chasing back the side of PSG.LGD. And, well, in the back lines, it is still this Void Spirit jumping through the tree line, trying to see if he can create an opportunity for his team, but Flyfly is just not concerned. He has another E-Blade in a couple seconds. And I don't think anyone on the back line is going to get picked off by this Void Spirit. This sandwich of dire heroes isn't very scary. They're just going to walk it off.
They don't have the real burst damage on LGD at the moment. It's only like chip damage, and right now everyone is so tanky that they can survive the initial any kind of burst that they have. This Dazzle is also extremely fat. Pipe plus Guardian on top of Heal and Grave. And they don't have the best heroes to cut into backlines. Yes, you have Spectre, but is Dazzle the hero that you want to go on?
Yeah, it's like they have very mobile heroes in the Spectre and the Void Spirit, but they don't quite do enough damage just because like there's so many active abilities to like try and save you. On the side of IG. Oh, the Quickening Charm though. Okay. That seems pretty good for Death Prophet. She'll take that right away. Did anyone take that Titan Sliver? I don't think they did. Yeah, no one can really make use of it on the side of LGD. But I
would still prefer to have it on Spectre, like having status resistance against the Earthshaker.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. But like I also understand the Essence Ring though, because it makes sense with the way Dispersion works. But you know, double 10-second BKBs and you didn't lose a Rax, and the situation they were in is like kind of good for LGD, but they also just lost the Aegis, and that's the more important thing that IG have been waiting for. This is where they'll truly go all in. And again, it's a DD, just making it quick and easy, but of course would not have mattered in this situation. And they're trying to find a quick pick down bottom with this trio, it looks like.
IG's bringing numbers. They're bringing 3 heroes. One thing that concerns me about Void Spirit as a hero is his third item. What do you go for? It always feels like, yeah, you're playing ahead, you're getting the kills. He found them.
Yeah, his smoke popped. He got him. Well done. A little bit of a 50-50 there. Could have been in the tree line, could have been over here on the side, but made the correct guess and was able to react faster than the Void Spirit. So Kaka on the redemption arc here. Have a couple good echoes now this game after the blink tag. Has himself a Shadow Amulet as he looks in towards the Claymore too, but yeah, this Aegis now pushing high ground. As you said, that next item, that is a tough one for Void Spirit.
It is. Like, do you get a BKB even with this Lincoln Sphere? It's not gonna keep you alive. You have one ways of dispelling silence from that Prophet, but then you don't have a BKB. So once Earthshaker goes in on you, they can't really help you out. It's not gonna help you out. You have no magic resistance, magic immunity. Huh. It's really tough. This is why I'm not a big fan of the hero. He does well in the first 15-20 minutes of the game, but if you have any kind of insta-lockdown, like an Earthshaker in this game,
yeah,
he can feed.
He's kind of like an Ember that like it doesn't scale. Like he's stronger in the earlier parts of the game, but he doesn't scale as well just because like the way his skills work, and also the fact that he just got nerfed so many times. It's fun to watch though. You know, I still like this guy. Nice little playmaker. Can zip around in the team fights, but Invis Rune on Kaka now, as there is
a Shadow Blade.
Oh, 11 goes in though. Gonna start on JT. They need 100-0 burst down, and they should be able to find it here with the taunt. The fear. Oh my god, he's still tanky, but they will find it. Soulbind tries to slow them down. It's not enough. Now Chalice up front here. Already pops the defusal. Still invisible on Kaka. Still has the blink, but no Echo Slam for 30 seconds. They'll catch Emo. He falls. Has a buyback. But obviously no Exorcism, and didn't get that cheese or his BKB off there. Emo. Uh-oh. Teammates feeling
Whoa, Trent.
Fight.
I don't know what the plan was, but I don't think you should have Dazzle in the front lines trying to hit the tower and just push the wave.
At least not without Echo Slam. That's for sure. There was like no counter initiation thoughts there.
Not sure what the plan was. I mean, they still have Earthshaker and Morph.
Middle tower is under attack.
Ooh.
Huh.
That escalated very quickly.
Repair kit. That's gonna keep their tower alive.
Oh, the question is, can they keep Kaka alive here? Oh, goes to the Shadow Amulet, Shadow Blade. He just stays still. He's just holding himself in those brambles. Heading back towards the fountain is Flyfly. Also still okay, has the Aegis. But they want to get something with it. He still has a minute and a half. 5 seconds till the DP, but still a long time, a minute before the Exorcism is going to return. But hey, yeah, as you said, the repair kit Going to slow down. They forced the dive out of LGD. Very nice, keeping everyone alive in that situation. Didn't have to waste the Echo Slam either. So now IG have a play they can make upon the respawn here.
They need that exorcism. Also, that Prophet, once she gets to level 20, the extra 500 health should keep her alive. I think... and she bought the tome for herself. I see a lot of tomes being bought by non-support players this game.
Yeah, they're not handing it over to the lowly folks down there. So it's a hard life. And all right, 13 seconds. Kaka. Is he gonna go for a bold jump here? There's a sentry. They're still smoked. All right, the sentry's gonna catch the fact they just obs in smoke. So LGD know where they are. But IG gonna make themselves known. They just start hitting the towers. They pop the X's nice and early. He's got his finger on the BKB and the cheese button, making sure he doesn't forget about him this time. But the wraparound, it's me
Have some cheese
on the
in it.
void.
How do you know?
He's thinking about a play. They're gonna hold all 11 in place here. He's kind of stuck between a rock and a tree. And
Stuck and the suck from DP.
He's gonna buy back. So all 11 wants to get back into this one. JT trying to pull his cores into the base. Come on, guys. A little bit back. Fly not having any event, though. He goes right back on 11. He wants that die back in the tree line. Void Spirit's just...
This is why I love Young 11.
He's holding it, dude. Hold the line. Keeping the shield. The line of the Phalanx. They won't withdraw. Now they go in. Mew locking onto 2 with the Brambles. They want to find Fly. They're going for it. Remember, there's no Aegis here. But the Echo Slam, the Fisher as well. They're chain stunned. They're locked up. They got themselves a grave just in case on the 60% HP Morphling. No real concerns there, but the pullback now on Emo. Gonna pop that BKB. Still has the cheese. Making sure he's gonna survive this time. Fly. Starting to drop a little bit low. Bedlam in there. Damage. Oh, it's a cheese. Oh,
Emo.
They passed it over.
High five in the cheese.
Over. Oh, they're so good. Will it be enough? That was the question. Lots of strong heroes, and LGD's still there. The Dazzle falls down. Fly unstoppable as he gets the kill now onto FY. Living, pumping out the damage. Right click. All 11. Looking for that dieback on the hero, but he's going to back himself
ready.
away. Yep, morphing his way back in onto the Dark Willow Snell. More stuns, more spears coming in from old 11, and they'll find the kill. Fly to fall. Emo as well. And that buyback not going to do much good if there's no Morphling there with them. They'll take Ollie down as well, and indeed they will hold old 11, clearly throwing away his first life to waste those ultimates. What a genius of our time, as LGD get a game-deciding fight here.
Yeah, now that you think of it, him dying there wasn't really that bad. He wasted a lot of time on that Prophet ulti, and then they decided to take a fight. Also, Morphling with the Dark Willow when he morphs into her is kind of scary.
Yeah.
What is he building? I see
No
Crystallis
eggs
on him.
Yeah, he hasn't thought about that. He's thinking the eggs isn't going to be good enough.
I would love to see the Ags.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
the
it's
Dark
so
Willow
strong, Dark
or
Willow.
with the Earthshaker.
I kind of wondered when I saw this draft, because I haven't seen Dazzle since the patch, but my first thought was, I wonder if the bad juju's bugged, and I wondered if they were gonna try and get the attack thing onto Morphling. But I'm gonna assume by the fact that they didn't buy Agnus that it doesn't work like that. You know how sometimes the passive ultis get passed over? Yeah, but obviously
ogre.
Yeah, exactly. So clearly that's not happening. So that's a good thing, because if Morphling was flat cannoning for entire team fights, that could be concerning.
And we have Aghanim Scepter on Void Spirit. That's a new one.
Oh, yeah.
Resonant Pulse to silence and gain 2 charges.
That's interesting. Resonance silencing. Yeah, okay. So how long's the silence? It doesn't say. Does it? Interesting. All right, only one way to find out.
Oh. Well, you're gonna count or what?
I don't know. I guess so.
It's gonna be hard. There's a lot of silences.
What if you
That
just hit,
Prophet,
a creep wave or
Mindbreaker.
something? All right, here we go. 11, back himself away, doing the moonwalk, see if he can survive. Gonna use the Abyssal. All right, silence. It's not gonna be there because it's a BKB from Emo. They bring down Kaka without an Echo Slam, and that's a BKB and ulti popped here. There's really no reason to fight if you're LGD, but they feel so
It's an
strong
early
they can
BKB.
force another BKB. All right, so now IG have nothing. Like, if there's going to be a high ground fight here, they don't have anything there for them as they take JT down as well.
You know, things are not going well when that Prophet is running away with her ulti and with the BKB. Young 11 still standing his ground.
Dude, he's doing his thing. He's baiting them in, making them think that they got to play on him. He says, no, you don't. And they will take down Emo, and they're going to take themselves this game here. As LGD just walking and talking some smack to their compatriots of IG. A buyback there, but there's no buyback from the Morphling. Is he close? 350 gold.
Nah, without BKB, he can't fight. There's 4 Spirit Vessel charges on Dark Willow. Like, Dark Willow's not even using Bedlam in fights. She's just staying as far as possible, just controlling them with Bedlam and, I mean, with Terrorize and Bramble Maze.
We haven't talked too much about Xnova and FY, like, especially in the early game they played really well, but as you said, they have been like the backline the whole fight. Like 3-1 and 22 for Xnova and 5-1 and 12 for FY. Just like absolutely perfect positioning throughout this game. And
yeah,
part of that also comes
me
down,
up with what I just said with the numbers, and you know, numbers don't lie.
There you go. The stats are always correct. And I don't know. I think it's also because like the mobility on the side of the Radiant isn't that great. They're kind of a like walk at a tower team, and you just hope the you know, maybe one guy gets blown up by the Morphling, but there's no
We've
like.
We've seen that from Dazzle. Walk in. That's the strat.
Didn't work out too well. As I mean, they're still holding, and I kind of thought that this would be a lot easier, but Repair Kit strikes again, has slowed down their big push here as they move for a second lane. And it's bought enough time for the Exorcism to be back. He's going to go collect some mana back in the fountain before he can do anything. But Morphling will be back, and all that said, they actually only got a single lane. It's 11k, of course. It's a humongous lead for LGD, and they're in a great position. But at the same time, you never know, and Kaka can pull something out with a big Echo Slam.
And there are no big items coming on the side of IG. Like Morphling has Silver Edge queued up to break Spectre and Mars, which is in theory very good, but still far away from it. That Prophet about to finish her... What is that? Shiva's Guard? It's not a game-changing item.
No, she was so close to it too. If anything, just like the vision might be helpful, but smoke on smoke action. Radiant have a ward. Oh man, Void Spirit gonna pop though. He knows they're close, so he's gonna back himself away. Chalice, not as scared though. Has the haunt, doesn't want to waste it yet. They want some good positioning first. 11 goes in, has the BKB, still waiting on the haunt. There it goes. They're after Kaka. There's the dust. Oh, but he blinks out in time. Kaka not gonna fall right away, but still, the entirety of IG is now scrambled and scattered all across the map. Everyone's just popping their own individual defensive items. Can they get any damage on the LGD? They're looking for Chalice. He's very tanky in the soul buy, but they will bring him back. He's gonna buy back. He's got no haunt here, so he can't get right back into this fight. And who wants to feel the chase? It's gonna be Kaka. He blinks forward, gets the Yules on old 11, and now he's gonna fall. Meanwhile, I do see the Spectres rejoin down bottom. They've lost old 11, but now they're coming from the south here, approaching IG. The LGD do have the strength to take this fight. They think they do. There's a glimmer on Xnova here. And so Kaka still going to chase them down. Meanwhile, on the other side of the fight, they're now over on the Fly, the Abyssal Blade going to drop through. The silence is coming through from Mew on that Void Spirit, making it a little bit difficult for JT to function on that Dazzle. He ran out of Dispels, couldn't get off the Lotus Orb, and now the taunt there as well. The Morphling has the buyback. So it's not completely over yet, but once again, pretty impressive kills from IG.
These fights are so long, and if LGD can just back off while that Prophet ult is running, it would be good. They were fighting in full force on top of the EP, which was not that effective. Earthshaker couldn't find a good Echo Slam, even with the Shadow Blade, setting those Manta Styles, setting those Necronomicon creeps on him, plus a Haunt. It's very hard for him to position.
Ooh. Well, the Courier has scattered out this Roche attempt, and they know it's the big one. There's Cheese, and there's a Refresher. In this one, they would probably scout it with their Courier. They're going to send another one here to try and get a feel on the timing. It's immune. It's still looking, and they've actually gone out as LGD, almost like baiting this further. They will bring it down now, start picking up the items. Firefly comes in from the backside. I don't think he got anything.
Spectre got everything.
Yeah, all collected up there from Chalice. And just some disengaging Fishers here, but they see maybe an opportunity onto FY. Try and get a streak for themselves,
Blink is ready.
They can't get out, though.
Perfectly.
Oh, and they get a gem as well. Nice. Pretty solid kill.
Spectre has Refresher. sold an Necronomicon plus a cheese, and she got everything. She's also level 25, so this dispersion damage is gonna be insane. Also, Void Spirit hit level 25, which means Astral Step 200% crit. We're gonna see a lot of those red numbers.
Yeah. So she now has basically 3 lives of this plus 6% dispersion to go through. That is a pretty terrifying feat. Oh yeah, the buffed flicker now in action. Couple of nice buffs for these items. From 5 to 4. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, even more annoying to deal with. Is that better than a bracer for Shaker? Probably not. Well, maybe. I mean, you have Yules. The Dispel's the big thing.
Dazzle has flicker at the moment.
Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, right, with Dazzle, right? With the bad juju. He has a 2-second cooldown right now. Okay, I actually can't wait for the next team fight.
2-second cooldown on flicker. Okay. There's gonna be a lot of blinking.
He's gonna be popping. He's not gonna have any idea where his hero is. He's gonna be like spamming that hero button, trying to figure out where he is.
Sorry, guys, I was not in the range.
Where's my grave, dog? Oh, up north they will go. Jade, now can he lead the way with a 2-second flicker? Is that acceptable? Surely he can survive. No, they're not going to find anything. They're just going to push out some waves. Head on back home. A Glimmer now picked up as well. All right, JT's actually going to be so annoying. He has no gold left. Doesn't have a buyback for a while.
Why 11 doesn't have a single neutral item?
Oh, I hate players.
Okay, he's bringing Enchanted Quiver.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he had that for a long time, actually. I wonder what he switched to. He must have been trying something else.
He switched to Titan Sliver, then gave it to Spectre.
Ah, fair enough. Kaka. Feeling bold here. He's got the ninja gear. Very good item on Earthshaker at this point in the game. It's like one of the best heroes where you feel like you can really abuse the smoke mechanic to try and find your teammates a good fight. Illusionist Cape, not a great item.
Yeah, he still has that. No, I think Horn is much better, having a 2-second magic immunity.
Oh, he tried
and the extra strength. Like, look at his HP, 3,000 at the moment.
Did you see how stone cold 11 is? They tried to bait his BKB, and he was like, nah, you can blink on me. I'm not going to panic and hit my BKB. He just stood there. And now they're chasing them down inside the base. There's the arena from 11. They're going to stun up onto JT. Remember, he's got himself quite a few buttons to press, but he still dies, even with all of the flickering. And the pipes and the Lotus, he got nothing off. And the Dazzle has no buyback. He spent everything, and his team is being ravaged by LGD. Emo trying to make his way back. The Shivas guy doesn't do anything. He's dead for 2 minutes. Oh, and it looks all but lost. Here's LGD. Just gonna rampage their way through here. Unstoppable Void Spirit, and a nice looking game from LGD. As they will take our first match here of the day.
Trent, what's the point of going for Earthshaker more if you're not getting Aghanim Scepter? You're also playing against the Dark Will.